Alright, just making sure this was live before I started talking. So, hope everyone is having a wonderful holiday. Obviously, it's the Christmas time of year, so just want to wish everybody Merry Christmas or whatever holiday you happen to celebrate. I hope it's a good one for you. This is going to be kind of a short stream. I haven't done a live stream much in a while. Not sure how kind of off the cuff it is, how it's going to be, but here we are. So 2021, obviously closing out. We're in the new apartment in Pittsburgh. Previously, obviously living in Ohio, working full time and my accounting job. So it's kind of what's been going on in life. A lot of other things going on, but don't really want to get into that right now. Just want to start off by wishing everybody kind of a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Got some pre-recorded content I got coming out over the next several days. It's going to be some more Is It Murktide and some more Boros Burn stuff. That stuff's going to be kind of going on in the short term. Beyond that, looking into 2022, how's that going to bring? How are we going to, start with content and stuff? Because it kind of honestly feels like the content's kind of stale on the channel. And I've tried to make changes over the last, 4.5 years. Obviously with the new apartment and everything else, things have been going on with the holidays and such. And I've been kind of trying to come up with, kind of a way to figure out how to get better content going. How do we get to the point where, the channel can start growing again instead of kind of being stagnant like it's been. I've kind of pared back the content we do, just Burn and Murktide, to mixed results. It's one of the downsides of when you walk away from streaming and such, for like we have so many times. It's kind of hard for people to get invested in the channel and other channels start growing again, etc. So I think the main thing is we're going to continue the content, but it's going to change form a little bit. Instead of just random leagues, I think the first idea as far as what we're going to do is to change up the formatting a little bit. Instead of just random league play, I'm still going to be doing gameplay videos, but instead I'm going to probably play a certain amount of matches in a week with a given deck, and then just kind of pick and choose the best matches instead of making people watch through all of the random chaff. Some matchups just aren't interesting. Some games against say Burn versus Tron, or some games the opponent stumbles on mana and we just kill them. Those aren't necessarily the most interesting of videos to watch. So I think my approach is going to be to try out something a little bit different. We're going to, kind of cherry pick the videos that I'm working on, trying to do better content for the content that we do put out. I think sometimes in the bulk of putting out content, the content that's been put out hasn't been always the best. I've got some feedback on some of the lighting situations and stuff here in the apartment, so I've tried to make some adjustments, kind of hoping that helps out things a little bit. Move the light to over here as opposed to behind me, so it's not shining off my head quite as much. The audio stuff, hopefully that's coming through better. I hopefully upgraded the video quality, I think, to 1020 or 1080p, whatever it is. Hopefully that helps with some of the complaints about that. And overall, I think the main thing is I'm going to get a consistent upload time and just stick to that every week. And we're going to have one video come out per week. Whether that's a Burn video or a Murktide video, it's going to kind of vary week by week. Probably obviously more Burn than Murktide. Hello, Alvaro, how are you doing? So the main thing is going to be to get better quality content out there instead of worrying about the quantity of it. And then I'll do other stuff throughout the week. You might see a live stream here or there. You might see like sideboard guides or budget guides, that kind of stuff. Just try to vary up the content within the sphere of stuff that we're already working on. I want to try to get better quality of content rather than focusing on quantity. It's going alright. I'm getting ready to head out to my parents here shortly. So I wanted to do a short live stream before things are rolling. So how's your holiday going? Hopefully well. But definitely going to try to get a live stream or two going when I can. Basically when I feel like it, honestly. But I'm going to mainly commit to one video per week on the channel. Instead of like trying to do uploads every day, and like the quality of those videos sometimes, some of them are good, some of them are just eh. So the main thing is I'm going to try to focus on better quality. Hopefully getting better overall presentations of whatever's going with the videos. Going from there, I'm going to be, I've had so many other video channels going on, and there are so many. There are so many things I want to do in the Magic creative space, but the problem is, like, if there is an audience for the product that's already being put out, then stretching myself thinner is just not going to get it done. So I'm kind of, like, paring back things even a little bit further and more going back to quality rather than quantity. So I think the first of the new videos is going to go up on New Year's Day, I'm hoping. I want to start out the new year with the newer style of content and see how it's received and kind of go from there. And once again, I'm going to try to commit to doing like a live stream maybe once a week. I don't have a particular day in mind yet. May honestly vary on just how I'm doing from work. So that's kind of the thing. And I want to try to work on more content behind the scenes. Like I tried to share a sideboard guide that somebody on Facebook had done. Tried to share for lack of a better term, a primer on burn. I intend to do something similar, only a little bit more extensive. Kind of work on that for a little while and get that out to you guys. But mainly, the focus is going to be back on the quality of content instead of the quantity, and it being on a set schedule, so you guys and girls can see it whenever you want, but hopefully with less inconsistencies and better content, maybe we can start getting some traction on the channel again. So the main options right now are probably either Wednesday evenings or Saturday or Sunday sometime. It just depends on how the week's going, because I have a lot of like life stuff coming up right now between family and relationship and some other stuff that things have been a little bit inconsistent, so I haven't been able to sit down and figure out. But most likely it's either going to be Wednesday evenings or Saturday or Sunday, hopefully like doing a challenge or something is what I kind of want to get into. So I don't intend to do as much content as I've been releasing, but I intend to do better content, more useful content than what I've been doing. Because the quantity version just isn't working. Like it straight up isn't gaining any traction. And quite frankly, half of it's useless, I feel. So I just want to do better content and kind of see what happens. A lot of it's been I've had a goofy sleep schedule. I've been trying to figure out the bugs in the apartment, etc. So a lot of stuff's been going on. So life happens, unfortunately. So that's my hope. The problem has been like the last several weekends since I've actually completely moved into the apartment. I've only been in this apartment like one of those weekends, because like 2 weekends ago I went back to my parents' house because I was getting the COVID booster. This past weekend I was at my brother's. This coming weekend, obviously, today and tomorrow I'm going to be at my parents' for Christmas and such. So what's up, Space Marine? How you doing? I hope that's a good WoW instead of a bad WoW, because I've had a lot of complaints about the video quality since I moved here. So, well, it's not just even the burn content. Even the Is It Murktide content has been kind of meh sometimes. Like, sometimes it's felt really awesome, and other times it's just been straight up boring. And, you know, I want to get back into the content, the core of the channel, and see what kind of happens from there. The only other project I'm going to be taking on as far as content is, as far as arena content, I don't know I don't know if it's just a modern thing anymore, Space Marine. Like, honestly, I've been watching a lot of content when I could, and modern's been not great. I mean, modern's competitive, but it's weird. Legacy's been in a bad spot. Pioneer's a joke. Standard's a joke. Historic's been kind of whatever. I think so. So the two things I plan on doing with the content, mainly obviously this channel, continuing with the modern stuff with Burn, with Murktide, just kind of focusing on that, trying to get as much information out there as we can about those formats, doing the best content we can. And the only other thing is, kind of honestly, I'm tired of trying to keep track of all these formats, trying to get content going. I think the main thing I'm going to do on the side channel, which I think is going to end up being Arena Nexus, because that's the problem. When I've started so many projects and haven't gotten so many things finished, it's just been like overwhelming with life to, like, you know, having the energy to get all this stuff done, and it's just like, nah. I think I'm going to do some Historic Brawl, which is the closest arena equivalent gets to Commander. As far as paper, the only thing I've really played this past 6 months has been a little bit of Modern and some Commander. And I've honestly, you know, so I'm kind of in a meh space where I'm like, I enjoy Modern, I enjoy Magic content, but as I've said before so many times, Magic, or I guess content creation in general, but I can only speak to Magic per se. Magic is so oversaturated with content creators now that you really have to stand out to gain any type of traction. You know, and that just kind of, as someone who used to be the preeminent Burn content creator, you know, that space obviously is kind of been filled by Gigi. You know, it's really kind of hard to gain any traction when you're just kind of there. And, you know, I really want to be different. So, you know, I'm trying to go back to the basics, trying to pare things down as much as I can and do better content and see what happens from there. So, but that's kind of where I wanted to leave things off for the holidays. I obviously have some pre-recorded stuff coming out over the next couple of days. A couple more Murktide videos, a couple more Burn videos. After that, there might be a day or two gap because I'm going to be playing a bunch of matches offline and kind of trying to pair together what I feel is the best, like, 3, 4, 5 matches to get the best quality video out there. And I'm going to try to be more involved with the talk, how I talk about the content and such, instead of just going, yeah, this is what I do. Yeah. Let me try a little bit more engaging with the matches and try to do overall better content and just kind of see how that rolls. You know, around, I think it was around this time last year I took a break? Everything's kind of rolled together because I've taken a couple different breaks and it's really kind of hurt the channel. And I'm not burnt out with content, but I'm disappointed with the quality of content I've been putting out and the results of it, so I'm trying to change things without changing the content that's going out per se. So we'll still be doing the same style of content, but just trying to do it better and see what happens. But but Space Marine, and Alvaro. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. But like I said, this was just going to be a short holiday stream. Wanted to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. Tron is dead. Finally play that. Not too many people enjoy Tron content, if we're being honest. So, and I'm trying to stick to algorithm-friendly stuff to try to see. Yeah, I was just kind of waiting for a last load of laundry to finish up before I head to my parents' house, so I just figured I'd hop on for a few. I'm going to try to get on here more for streams. I know that was one thing that really helped build the community was the live streams, and I'm going to try to do that more often. But the problem with live streams is, frankly, most of the time I don't feel like doing it. So that's on me somewhat, and I was trying to help the Twitch thing grow and this thing do. I've just been spread too thin. I mean, I think that's the grand scope of it is just things were spread too thin, and I need to do a better job of focusing on the community, growing the community, and that's how we were successful before, and I need to get back into that. So, yeah, unfortunately going already. Like I said, I was only getting on here for 20, 30 minutes, so. I don't have the time to find interesting decks anymore. I want to be a full-time content creator. I would love to be a full-time content creator. But the reality is I have to work a day job. And after that day job, I don't want to look at a computer screen a lot of times because I sit in front of a computer 8 hours a day, looking at numbers all day going, I don't want to look at the damn computer screen the rest of the day. And so between that, the holidays, etc., it's just been really hard, the move. I've been fighting with the post office to get my damn rent check delivered. So, you know, I enjoy Magic content, but frankly, I've been a little bit stifled as far as, like, you know, the content I've been putting out doesn't do particularly well anymore. I'm not going to lie. I've been even trying to do the posting on Reddit, posting on Facebook kind of things, and dealing with the Reddit trolls, and the Facebook group was a little bit more receptive than the Reddit people, but the Reddit people were quite particular. Quite frankly, they're a pain in my ace. But I've been trying to... Some of their content has been very... Some of their critiques have been very helpful. Like the setup for the apartment, that kind of stuff. I don't like it either, but the reality is, without the algorithm itself pushing my content anymore, like it pushes Gigi's to the moon, but mine just kind of gets buried, even though I'm doing a lot of the tag stuff, a lot of the title stuff, a lot of the, you know, the thumbnails and stuff, varying them up. It just doesn't get pushed anymore. And that's the downside of the algorithm, is much like Twitch, when you're streaming, if you're on top, you're always at the top. If you're in the algorithm and you're on top, you're kind of on top. And unfortunately, I gave the ground to Gigi and haven't been able to get it back. So, I enjoy the content I've been doing. Like, if I wasn't enjoying what I was doing, I wouldn't do it at all. So... Get a hot chick to be on screen. Yeah, good luck with that. But that's just part of the problem, is just like the content space for Magic in general is just so congested. Oh, trust me, Alvaro, it's not easy. But I've been doing it for, 5+ years now? So I've actually... Like, it irritates me a little bit, but I don't let it bug me anymore because I realize bathtub stream. No, definitely not. But just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Thanks for all the holidays. Von Rent. What's up, Amen? How you doing? Sorry. Hope everyone is doing well. I hope everybody has great holidays, and hope for everybody that checks out this video that they have some feedback. So, by the way, if you do like Control content, even though he's a bit of a cranky bastard sometimes, check out Space Marines channel, as he's got some quality content on there. Beyond that, like other burn content, don't forget to check out GG's. And hopefully, those of you guys that watch this, you'll give me some feedback on the plans for the content coming up in 2022. So, all right. Hope you guys have a great holiday. I'm going to get out of here. So, catch you guys later. This has been John for MTG Nexus.